Hello everybody. If you've been a subscriber of mine for a little while, you know that I've a couple of years got interested in Wisteria Bonsai, and I got a couple of Japanese Wisterias, and I also wanted some Chinese Wisteria, and I actually had this for Christmas. This is a little kit, and it's the beginning of March now, and I'm thinking I'm going to sow these seeds and put them on the kitchen windowsill and see if they grow. But before we look at what's inside the box, here's one I bought earlier, as it were. This is a Chinese Wisteria. There is a video already on this tree, but I bought it last year, and it's got some nice movement, and it was basically this tall. I did wire it, and then I just allowed it to grow last year, and it effectively thickened or doubled its thickness, and it grew. Let me see if I can take the camera up and show you that it grew all the way up that length of cane and some more, and off the end of the cane very well, which obviously is what helped with the thickening process. So what am I going to do with this one? I'm going to set this one up for this year by simply chopping it, and I'm just going to cut it here, and then I can remove that piece of the vine from the cane in a minute, and I'm going to shorten it there, and I'm going to shorten it there, and that's all I'm going to do. I'm not really expecting this to flower. It's a young plant. I bought it mail order. I'm just trying to get an interesting trunk at the moment. So to that end, I've already scraped a load of the moss weeds off of the surface of the pot. Get rid of that, and I'm going to put on some controlled release fertilizer, and I'm going to give it a top dressing of fresh compost, and then it'll go on the bench to grow on. There we go. That's brought the surface back up to where it was before. The fertilizer's under the compost. It will get damp and stay damp and release the feed down into the tree. So there's the vine that I cut off. As you can see, quite a length. This tree, this particular wisteria, was blue rain and has pretty blue flowers. The Japanese wisterias I've got is one is a white form and one is a lilac, so that will be interesting when it eventually flowers. And if the packaging on this one is to believe, this also is a kind of lilac-y purple colour, but we shall see. Okay, so what have we got in the box? Well, basically we've got a little plug of compost and a little plastic tray, just a basic piece of card which tells you can download a bonsai growing guide, which I've looked at, and it's just a very generic, could apply to anything type guide. 2 seeds, one which looks plump and healthy, one which looks anything but, and then a couple of more leaflets. This one has a QR code to scan, and basically you scan that, it just takes you to the Royal Horticultural Society's website, on a page on generic bonsai growth, and then the instructions. So prepare your kit in a bowl of water. So I have a bowl, and place your soil plug in the bowl of water. Don't remove the netting. Spot the deliberate mistake. I haven't put any water in the bowl. Let me just grab some water. Okay, So we'll just fill that up with water. Like so. And then the instructions tell you to wait up to 5 minutes for the coir to swell up. So we'll wait 5 minutes, but don't worry, I'll speed this up so you don't have to. Okay, so that's had its 5 minutes. It's swollen up. Does it look enough to give a wisteria a good start? Who knows? Anyway, the instructions say to put the plug on the saucer and dig a small hole with the stick, by which they mean label, presumably. And you have to laugh at whoever puts these instructions together. Sprinkle your seeds. They're beyond sprinkling, aren't they? And cover with soil. Watch your plant grow. Don't let it dry out. Well, I'm just going to pop that big one in there. And for good measure, I'm going to put the little one in next to it, although I don't think that's really going to do anything. Push them down, and then that's going to sit on the windowsill in the kitchen, and we'll see. It says they can take 30 to 60 days for germination. We will see. So 2nd of the 3rd, 21. I know that'll look strange to any viewers from the States, but we do it this way. 2nd of March 21. And that label's not going to stick in there, is it? That's beyond a joke, really, but oh, what the heck. Okay, so because I'm me, I guess, I've been shopping online again, and I've also purchased some purple lilac wisteria seeds, 10 of them, all of which look substantially more healthy than I came in the pot. I mean, there's one little one there, but it's little and fat as opposed to little and thin. So I'm going to use a method with these that I use for a lot of seeds with thick coats, particularly sweet peas. I've had good success with sweet peas, so let's clear the decks, and that's what we'll do. Okay, so basically I'm going to use this old plate and some kitchen roll, and I'm going to put kind of a double layer of kitchen roll underneath, slightly more than double, and I'm going to place the seeds on top like so, and then another double layer like that on there, and then I'm going to make the whole thing very wet. Like so. Fold in the sides. So basically it's a kind of an envelope. There's a little bit more moisture. I don't want them swimming, but I want them to be kept constantly damp, and hopefully they will soak up a lot of that moisture. And then I'm going to cover the whole thing over with a piece of cling film, like so, which I want tight so that it's off the surface and allows the water to hit the top, evaporate and roll back down. So there we go, and that's it. I'm going to put that on the side in the kitchen where we get a little bit of light. The light's not hugely important, but it does need to be warm, and we'll see how they look in a couple of weeks' time. And hopefully, if I can get enough of these to germinate, I'm going to try a fusion project with those. I'm just going to tuck the plant packet underneath so that I remember what it is. It's the Wisteria seedlings, and I'll upload this video now, and we'll come back in a few weeks to a month and see what's happening, and maybe I'll plant these out as the beginnings of a fusion project, and we will see. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. As always, it's really appreciated. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe.